सर्वं ब्रह्ममयं सर्वं ब्रह्ममयम् सर्वं ब्रह्ममयं सर्वं ब्रह्ममयं रे रे 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 सर्वं ब्रह्ममयम् सर्वं ब्रह्ममयं रे रे 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 सर्वं ब्रह्ममयम् सर्वं
नमस्ते सर. नमस्ते. हाँ यस सर.
सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुर्गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम्। ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणीं। नमोऽस्तु ते व्यासविशालबुद्धे फुल्लारविन्दायतपत्रनेत्र येन त्वया भारततैलपूर्णः प्रज्वालितो ज्ञानमयप्रदीपः प्रपन्नपारिजाताय तोत्रवेत्रैकपाणये ज्ञानमुद्राय कृष्णाय गीतामृतदुहे नमः। सर्वोपनिषदो गावो दोग्धा गोपालनन्दनः पार्थो वत्सः सुधीर्भोक्ता दुग्धं गीतामृतं महत्। वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं। भीष्मद्रोणतटा जयद्रथजला गान्धारनीलोपला शल्यग्राहवती कृपेण वहनी कर्णेन वेलाकुला अश्वत्थामपि कर्णघोरमकरा दुर्योधनावर्तिनी सोत्तीर्णा खलु पाण्डवैरणनदी कैवर्तकः केशवः पाराशर्यवचः सरोजममलं गीतार्थगन्धोत्कटं नानाख्यानककेसरं हरिकथा सम्बोधना बोधितं लोके सज्जनषट्पदैरहरः पेपीयमानं मुदा भूयाद् भारतपङ्कजं कलिमलप्रध्वंसिनः श्रेयसे मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवं यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतस्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैर्गायन्ति यं सामगाः ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनो यस्यान्तं न विदुःसुरासुरगणा देवाय तस्मै नमः। Om. Good morning and namaskaram to all. So we have been discussing Srimad Bhagavad Gita. We are in the 13th chapter, Kshetra Kshetrajna Vibhaga Yogam. We completed up to verse number 4. So we will be starting from the verse 5th verse. So in the third verse, Bhagavan said, Tat kshetram yaccha yadrik cha yadvikari yatascha yat. So here, tat kshetram, that kshetram, kshetram here means, we have already explained it, the kshetram, the body or the field, yaccha, yatcha means what is its swarupam, okay, then yadrikcha, yadrikcha, what is its swabhavam, and yadvikari, what all the modifications that is happening to the kshetram, all that I will explain, and two more, okay, from where it arises, etc. All that we will discuss in the next verses. But here Bhagavan starts with the swarupam, swabhavam, and the modifications of this kshetram. That is Bhagavan going to explain in the 5th and 6th verse. So let us chant 5th and 6th together. Mahabhutanyahangaraha buddhiravyaktameva cha indriyani dashaikam cha panchachendriya gocharaha ichha dveshaha sukham dukkham sanghatas-chetana dhritihi yetat kshetram samasena sabikara mudahritam. What Bhagavan says is that there are swarupam, okay, then the swabhavam and the modification. So we will explain. This is little technical, which not so difficult for us since we have been listening to many talks. So it is not difficult for us. Let us start. So what Bhagavan says, Mahabhutani. Mahabhutani means here Shabdam, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandham. Then Ahankaraha, the cause of the 5 big elements. See, Mahabhutani, why did I say Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandham? The Shabdam, the sound that we hear, the Indriya, is the sattvic property of space. So the Tanmatra. So in these 2 verses, again I'll repeat these 2 verses. The topic is kshetram, this body. Okay. So we should know what is this kshetram. We have to know it very clearly. So kshetram, the body, this body in a Vyashti, you can take this body, and that is microcosm, and in the Samashti, this world. Okay, that is Samashti, macrocosm. We can take like that. So let us examine. The first thing is, the first thing that emerges from consciousness is avyakta. Okay, avyaktam. Avyaktam is, you can call it as prakriti or you can call it as maya, the unmanifest form. Okay, it is the unmanifest form, avyaktam. So in Vyashti, we can take it as the sleep. Okay, sleep is somewhat similar to this avyakta state. So the Avyakta state of this universe in the Samashti, you can call it as Maya or Prakriti, etc., or in the unmanifested form in the Vyashti, it is the sleep. Okay, Avyaktam. So the unmanifest. Then the next form which comes is Mahattattvam. Mahattattvam is prana or cosmic energy. Okay, it is the energy. This energy, okay, it manifests as the 5 big elements. So understand that this cosmic energy, it emerges as the 5 big elements: the space, Akasha, the air, Vayu, fire, Agni, water, Jalam, earth, Prithvi. So these are the 5 big elements which emerge from the Mahattattvam or the energy or cosmic energy. So Avyaktam, next prana or energy, it is called Mahattattvam. Okay, here Bhagavan used the word buddhi. We will come to that. We will come to the words later. So Mahattattvam, from the Mahattattvam, all the 5 big elements. Okay, so this 5 plus Mahattattvam, Avyaktam. Okay, so these are the 8. Then the Mahattattvam is also in a Vyashti, it is called Ahankara. Okay, Ahankara, it comes. So we will discuss now again. Mahabhutani Ahankaraha Buddhi Avyaktam Evacha. So the 5 big elements, Mahabhutani, then Ahankaram. Okay, Ahankara is the cause of the 5 big elements. Ahankara, then Buddhi, this is the cause of Ahankara. Here it is called Prana. Okay, Buddhi means here Prana. So in these words, Mahabhutani, Ahankaraha, Buddhi, Avyaktam. Avyaktam is the cause of the Buddhi. Okay, it is the cause, it is the Karanam. So we already know that the 5 big elements which manifests as the Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandham. How Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandham? The 5 big elements, the space, its tanmatra or its molecule or atom, whatever. The subtle form or the sattvika of the space is what is there in our body as the hearing. Okay, or as the sound. You can take it that way. And sparsham, the touch, the indriya, okay, that jnanendriya which is there in all of us is the sattvika of Vayu, the 5 big element, second one. So Akasha is exactly same as our jnanendriya, shabdam, the hearing. Okay, sparsham, we are able to feel the touch. It is because of the presence of the second Vayu. Okay, everything will be clear to you. Then Rupam, the ability to see in us, in individually, Vyashti, is of the presence of Agni in us. Okay, then Rupam, Rupam is this. Rasam, the taste that we are able to taste, it is the presence of Jalam. Okay, the presence of Jalam in its Tanmatra form in us, or the subtle form or the Sattvika form of Jalam, is what we are able to taste. Okay, so the Jalam stays in us as the ability to taste. Okay, Rasam. Gandham, the Jnanendriyam, that which is able to smell, is the presence of Prithvi in us. So the five big elements which manifest as the five sense organs in us, inside in each of us. Then from where this came, this comes from ahankara. Okay, it comes from the ahankara. See, what do you mean by ahankara is every spandanam or every energy from its subtle form as energy, it manifests as vibration by saying I am. So every cell in our body or every point or every cell in this universe which is throbbing, which is vibrating with energy, the energy's manifestation which comes out is saying I am. Aham, aham, aham. This is how the energy comes out. The energy manifests as this Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandham by saying I am. That is why the ahankara is the cause of these five big elements. Okay, so behind that buddhi. So first the manifested state is the five big elements as Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandham, and then these five subtle elements, the cause of this is the ahankara. The ahankara, from where the ahankara comes? What is it that is saying aham, aham? Behind that the energy. So here the buddhi means energy. Okay, the energy which is there in every one of us in its subtle form, it says aham, aham, and from there the five big elements have come. The sense organs have come. Okay, the sense organs, behind that ahankara, I am repeating many times so that we all understand it clearly. Buddhi, and behind that buddhi, it is the avyaktam. The cause of that is avyaktam. Avyaktam, this is in our deep sleep. It is approximately, you can take it as deep sleep. You have got an avaranam or one covering, which you can say. From there the ahankara comes. When you open your eyes, the first thing is aham, I. It comes the form of I. Okay, and it comes from the energy only. So avyaktam, then energy, then ahankara, and the sense organs and the world. So these are the five tanmatras, or the subtle form. Tanmatra means, what do you mean is, you understand it as a subtle, okay, sattvika of this five big elements, five: ahankara, buddhi, avyaktam. These eight are the moola karanam. They are the root elements. That is the swarupam of this kshetram. Got it? So the swarupam of this whole universe, or the swarupam of this body, whichever way you take, the moola karanam is the five big elements: the ahankara, buddhi, avyaktam. Okay, these are the eight. Then from this eight, what happens? 16 are formed. From this eight, the swabhavam, the 16. What are the 16? You know Panchikaranam, we have discussed this Panchikaranam, the grossification, how they are all mixing together, etc. We had explained in 2 or 3 talks earlier. So they get mixed up, like means, see, the 50% of space, the other 50% is the other four big elements, like fire, so air, fire, water, prithvi. So the 50% of the grossified space, 50% is pure space, the rest 50% is divided into 4, each by fire, air, water and prithvi. Similarly, the grossified air will have 50% of air, the rest 50% is divided into space, fire, water and Prithvi. Similarly, all the five big elements in a grossified condition, we have Pancha Mahabhutas in outside. So what you see, what you experience as five big elements is not the pure one. What you experience is the space, air, fire, water and Prithvi. All these five are already grossified. So the grossified five big elements is what we experience, and when they combine in various proportions and combinations, all the gross things are formed here. See, all the gross that we see here, see this body, the blood or your skull or the hair or anything is the mixing of these five big elements after it has been grossified from its purest form. Okay, so you can listen to this audio again later to get more clarification. Okay, so this is how the five big elements that you see here, or the whole universe that you see is formed. So what are the constituents of this from the 8 moolam, the 8 subtle elements, the 16 are formed, which is called Swabhavam. What are the 16? The 16 is eye, nose, tongue, skin, ear. Okay, and then these are the five jnanendriyas, the five jnanendriyas, the five karmendriyas, hands, legs, tongue, then the reproductive organ and excretion organs. Okay, Vak, Pani, Pada, Payu, Upastha, the five karmendriyas, five jnanendriyas, then the mind, okay, the mind, and then the five big elements. So the five big elements that you see here, space, air, fire, water, earth, in grossified condition. Okay, already I explained how the grossification happens to the subtle of this five big elements, which forms the space, air, etc. That five big elements, as you see, as you experience here. Then mind, then we have the karmendriyas 5 and the jnanendriyas 5. So total 16. Okay, so these are the 16, which is the Swabhavam. So the Swarupam, we explained the 8 Swarupam, then the 16 Swabhavam. Okay, Swabhavam 16. Then we have the modification of this. What are the Sukshma Vikaram of this? One is Ichha, desire. Okay, the desire. Then Dvesham, hatred. So these are of this mind. Okay, this happened to the mind. What all things happen to the mind is Ichha, desire. I want this, I want that. All the desires, any sorts of desire. Then Dvesham, hatred. Okay, or aversion. This is same. Dvesham, Sukham, pleasure. Then Dukkham, sorrow or sadness, suffering, etc. So Ichha, Dvesham, Sukham, Dukkham, Sanghatam. Sanghatam is the mixture, or what do you call it? Conglomeration. You know, what do you call it? Conglomeration, no? Conglomeration, what do you call it? I don't know, I don't exactly pronounce it. It is the mixture. Understand this, mixture of this body and the senses. Then the 6th one is Chetana. See, Chetana is, it is the Jiva Chaitanyam. It is the Chaitanyam in every cell of our body. Okay, the Chetana which reflects in the body. The body means the cell. Okay, the body-mind complex you take, or in the body or in the medium which reflects that Jiva, it is called a Chetana. It's not the original. Okay, it is the reflected one. It is the Chetana, Jiva Chaitanyam in every cell as I. Okay, that reflected in the mind, etc. Every cell has got, see, the mind is all, we know that mind is, it's not concentrated in one place. Mind is all pervading, right? Every cell has got a mind. Every point has mind. So where it reflects in that mind, that is the Chetana. Okay? Then Dhriti. Dhriti, what do you mean by Dhriti is, see, when this body and the Indriyas, they get tired. See, every end of the day we get tired, right? Similarly, when we get tired, the natural ability, naturally we go to sleep, or naturally we take rest, and the cells or the Indriyas and the body and the mind, etc., they get rejuvenated. So the ability of this sense organs and the mind, when they get tired, they naturally go to a rest mode and comes back. So the ability of this is called Dhriti. So here Dhriti, this is it's also called willpower. It's all the will, you can call it as willpower. So the ability of this mind and body, when it gets tired, naturally it take rest and they come back. They rejuvenate with more vigor to do actions next day or after the rest period. So this ability is also a vikaram. It is also a modification of the mind. So what are the modifications of the mind? Desires. So all the desires are part of this mind, which is a part of this kshetra. Okay, understand? So the desire, the hatred, the sukham, the pleasure that the mind goes through, okay, whenever we get something, when in a favorable situation we feel happy, it is a property of the mind. Then dukkham, suffering, unfavorable situations we go sad, we go suffering. When somebody dies in our family, we cry, all that. It is of the mind. Okay, so sukham, dukkham, and the sanghadam, the mixture of the body and the senses. Then chetana, the jiva chaitanyam, or that which reflects in this, which says aham, I am doing this, I am doing that, I am suffering, I am happy, right? That has to be there, right? I desire something, I go through suffering, I don't like this person, all that which says that I, that one, that is the chetana. And the dhriti is these, when they do all this, when they go through all these sufferings and this thing, they get tired. The body also get tired by doing lot of karmas, etc. And they naturally, they take rest, and then they rejuvenate, they come out with more energy and vigor next day morning or after the rest period. Okay, so this also. So all these 7 vikaras, this is the sukshma vikaram, or the subtle changes, all the modifications. These all together, the 8 swarupam, 16 swabhavam, and the 7 changes that is happening to the mind, all put together, 31 items. They are all part of kshetram, or they are the kshetram. Okay, so one more time I will explain this. What are the swarupam? Swarupam is the Mahabhutani, the five big elements in its subtle form, then the Ahankara, then the Prana, Buddhi, which is the Prana, and the Avyaktam. Okay, Avyaktam. Avyaktam, in a cosmic sense, it's called Maya or Prakriti, from where all this manifests, right? So the Brahman, that is a Kshetrajna, the Brahman, or from there Avyakta, then the Vishwaprana or the cosmic energy. From the cosmic energy, the Ahankara rises, and from the Ahankara, the 5 big elements that you see here. Okay, in a body, in this body, it can be taken as the Mahabhutani, the 5 big elements, as the tanmatra of these 5 big elements, the sattvika part of these 5 big elements, and or see, sattvika part of big elements is what? It starts, it is just starting only. So they are the atoms, okay, the subtle most thing of the 5 big elements before they are manifested as big elements. Understand that way. Okay, so the 5 tanmatras, then the ahankara, buddhi, avyaktam. So 5 plus 3, 8. They are the swarupam, and from there it manifests into the 5 sense organs, 5 motor organs, karmendriyas, and the 5 big elements, that is the space, air, fire, water, and prithvi, and the mind. Okay, so these are the 16, and from there the modification that happened to the mind is ichha, desire, dvesham, hatred, sugam, pleasure, dukkham, sankhadam, the mixture of body and senses, the chetana, the which says I am doing this, I am tired, all that happening, I. Then the dhriti, the ability of just to come back when it gets tired, okay, the willpower. So these are the 31, okay, these are the 31 items of this kshetram. So all these 31 are the jada tattvam which appears and disappears. And the one who knows this, okay, the one who knows this is kshetrajna. So we explained about kshetram, 31, and who is the one who knows this? The kshetrajna, okay, Brahman, consciousness. So clear? So this is how we have to understand the kshetram. So the kshetram is, they appear and disappear. They undergo modifications. Okay? They change. All the time they change. There is always conversion of one form to another. All of this happens to the kshetram. And one who knows this is the kshetrajna. One who pervades every point in this kshetram, or one who pervades this whole kshetram, that is kshetrajna. Okay, so this division, see the 31 you will find some places, some other way, various numbers you will find, sometimes 64 and all that, many places. It all depends on in what criteria you are dividing it. That is all. So that is okay. There is not a problem. In which standard we are dividing it, the numbers can increase or decrease. It can be expanded more also. It can be constricted with less numbers also. That is not That is not a problem. But whatever we have explained, it has got all the stuff inside. Now we will read one more time and we will go to the next one. Mahabhutanyahankaraham buddhiravyaktameva cha indriyani dashaigam cha pancachendriya gocharaha ichha dvesha sukham dukkham sanghataschetana dhridihi yeda kshetram samasena sabikaram udahritam. Sabikaram samasena udahritam. Explained in briefly all of this. Okay, all of this. But we have explained this in detail actually. So Bhagavan said samasena udahritam. In brief, I have explained to you. Now we'll go to the next verse. So kshetram, what is kshetram is very clear, right? And the kshetram is always changing. It is the jadam. Okay, and one who knows this is the Brahman or kshetrajna, is consciousness. 13.7. So so the next question, see, there are some, in the third verse, if you see, if you go back, third verse, tat kshetram yaccha yadrikcha yadvikari yadascha yad sacha yo yat prabhavascha tat samasena me srunu. He says, I will explain to you in briefly. So in that, the yatucha swarupam explained now. Yadrikcha, what is the swabhavam of the kshetram, that is already explained. Then yadvikari, what are the changes that is happening through this, that also clearly explained. Okay, then yataha, then yat. So from where this arises and how this can be separated, etc. So to, that is to explain the other two questions, from where this kshetram arises. So this kshetram is like a mirage water. It appears and disappears in the kshetrajna. Okay, kshetram is like a mirage water which appears and disappears, because anything that appears and disappears is mithya. Okay, there is no absolute reality in it. So to know this more, we need to have certain minimum qualifications. We need to have certain qualification that is necessary. Minimum qualities is necessary. These qualities are the qualities of the kshetram. The next qualities that we are going to explain is the qualities of the kshetram. Okay, and these qualities, these things we should have, or if we don't have these, then it is very difficult to understand spirituality or realize the truth. Let us see what are they. So certain sadhanas are necessary. Certain sadhana we have to do. What are they? Let us see. Amanitvam adambhitvam ahimsa kshantirarjavam acharyopasanam shaucham stairyam atmavinigraha. One more time we'll read. Amanitvam adambhitvam ahimsa kshantirarjavam acharyopasanam shaucham stairyam atmavinigraha. Amanitvam. So this, amanitvam means manitvam. I am born in this kulam. I am born in this caste. I am born as rich. I am a rich person. I am born in this particular gotra. I am born in this particular country. I am born in this particular state. Like many sorts of, we have this I am born. We have got that garvam in us. Right? So this is manitvam. And we should have amanitvam. That means we should not have the manitvam. We should not be too proud of ourselves as I am born in this, I am born Brahmana, or I am in a born particular Kshatriya, like that. So this sort of complex we should not have. That is amanitvam. That means we should be humble. We should be humble enough. We should not be too proud of ourselves, that this because of the caste, creed and all the other things. Country also. Many people think that I am born in so and so country, that is why it is so good to be born as this. It is so good to be born as even male, female, any sorts of this manitvam is possible. Okay, this is called superimposition. Okay, so this should not be there. All sorts of this manitvam should be gone. We should be humble enough. We should be so humble. So the humility is the first quality that is necessary. Without amanitvam, even it is very difficult to take even the first step in spirituality. Okay, this should be dropped all this manam, it should be dropped. The second one is, so the manitvam, you can say manitvam is I have this much of money, I have this property, I have got so much of gold, okay, and also I am working as so and so in a company, I have got this job, I am the best doctor here, or I am the best ruler of this country, all sorts of all this, okay, everything should be dropped. It should be dropped. There should not be any garvam in us. We should not be too proud of our kulam, our jati, the money, wealth, okay, and the position. Everyone has got this. Even a general manager of a company will have. Even the last grade clerk also will have the same thing. Even the sweeper also will think that without me, this office will never work. Every one of us, husbands, they think that it is because of me only this family runs. Otherwise, everyone will be starved. It is because of me these things happen. What is there to be so proud to be? Did we bring anything when we are born here? We didn't bring anything here. We got everything because of each individual is brought up by the father, mother. They are taught how much of love and affection they got from their parents and the society, the teachers, the school, right, the friends, and the office, and so many other. So whatever, every individual did not bring anything, did not get anything without the help of others. What is there to be too proud to be so? Right? So there is absolutely useless to think that someone can alone do all this. It is all because of the help from the environment, right? The prakriti, the plants, the sun, the fire, and all that happening in our body also. The fire, that is the Vaishwanara, which is functioning in us. The food that we eat, which is converting into all sort of energy, etc., which is burning it. And we think I am doing everything. I am doing this, I got this, etc. So this is pure manitvam. This is too proud. This will not help us in the path of spirituality. We have to drop this. We should have amanitvam. We should have humility. We should be humble enough to accept the fact that I am a nobody. Yes? So, to be a nobody, when Swamiji said, to be a nobody is the easiest way to peace. To be a nobody is the easiest way to peace. Okay? The second one. The second one is called dambham. Dambham. So, amanitvam, adambitvam. We should have no dambham. What is dambham? Dambham is, every one of us have certain abilities, some capabilities. A musician will have a capability, or he has the ability to sing well, or play his violin well, or whatever instrument he plays well. And some people will be excellent in mathematics, or some may be a scientist, or some may be chanting mantras very beautifully, or some may be a teacher, or some may be a good in share market, the economy, etc. He is very good. Economics, and who can analyze the charts and find out where to put money, etc. All sort of capabilities we all have. If anyone thinks, is too proud of this ability, that is dambham. Okay, that quality is dambham. That quality is the property of kshetram. So it should be dropped. So the qualities of the kshetram of this body, if we don't drop, how is it possible to drop the notion of I am this body? These are the qualities of this body. And we want to say I am not this body. How is it possible to say I am not this body? How this will assimilate in us that I am not this body if we don't drop the properties or the qualities of this body? So we should drop the manitvam when we should become amanitvam, okay, and we should be adambitvam, amanitvam, adambitvam. We should drop this dambham. Then the third one. So we need amanitvam and adambitvam. Then the third one is ahimsa. Himsa means hurting someone, the intention to hurt someone. Droha chinta, the intention to hurt anything or anyone. Okay? Manasa, vacha, karmana. With the mind or with words or with our actions. There should not be any intention to hurt anyone or anything in this universe. Okay? That is ahimsa. It is not the physical hurt that is important. It should be, intention should not be there. See, for example, a person can physically hurt someone, physically cause pain to the other person, physically, but there should not be an intention to hurt the other one, intention to cause pain to the other one. But action can lead. Action, the physical action might hurt the other person. Example, a small child, 2-year-old, 1-year-old, giving injection by a nurse or a doctor. It causes terrible pain to the child. Or a doctor doing a surgery. So these are physical actions which might cause pain. But the intention is not there. There is no intention. A mother scolding a child, a boy, where he is try to go in a wrong path, scolding, or giving him a little bit with a beating. Little bit. I am not saying torture. I don't mean that. Okay? So, or pulling him. Suppose a child is going towards the fire. A 6 toddler is going towards the fire. The mother might pull. While pulling that child, the mother might hurt. Right? So the intention, there is no intention to hurt anyone. But physically it can hurt. It might hurt. Okay? And we should not have the intention to hurt anything or anyone in this universe, including plant. We should be very careful when we are plucking flowers or cutting trees, etc. Because they are as live as you and me. We should be sensitive to understand. Many people pluck flowers just like that, and then, in the name of puja, etc., they are hurting. So of course, we should take permission from the plants and take a few flowers and then do puja. Fine. But it is not necessary to be that way. We can be more sensitive. Think about it. So, himsa is manasa, vacha, karmana. We should not have any intention to hurt anyone or anything. Okay, intention should not be there. And physically, it is impossible to be that way at all times. At all times, it is impossible. See, for example, a tiger. A tiger might eat a deer or a goat, a wild animal. It can, which is eating all this. But the intention is not to hurt. It is trying to fulfill the stomach or the hunger. Okay, the animal may have hunger, so that is why it is eating. There is no intention to hurt. It is same as how we eat a banana. There is no difference between us eating a banana or a wild tiger eating a deer or a goat. So, himsa is where the intention is hurt. So, that is why ahimsa. Ahimsa is a quality necessary. Himsa is the property of this body. Himsa is a quality of this body and it should be dropped, and ahimsa is necessary. Okay? Okay. So the fourth one is kshanti. Kshanti is kshama, patience. So to practice this ahimsa, we need a lot of patience. We should have the quality titiksha. Okay? Titiksha, same as Shanti is same as Titiksha only. What is Titiksha? Viveka Chudamani says, Sahanam sarva dukkhanam apratikara purvakam chinta vilaparahitam sa titiksha nigadyatam. So, Sahanam sarva dukkhanam, endure all the dukkhams of this world. Endure it. See, this world is full of always good and bad. It is a mixture of good and bad. All the people are always don't do the good things only. So we all will face a lot of dukkham from the surroundings, from the people, from the environment, prakriti. Sometimes it rains, sometimes it is very hot. So all this, it is a mixture of good and bad that is happening, and it will affect us. So the ability of us to endure it, sahanam, sarva dukkhanam, apratikara purvakam, no revenge, not taking it inside our heart, apratikara purvakam. That is very important. Okay? Apratikara purvakam. What is apratikara purvakam? Don't keep it in mind. That's it. Don't keep in mind. Because we have to accept each and everyone as they are, the way we accept the rains or the hot sun or an earthquake or a tsunami, like that. We should accept as they are. The husbands, the wives, the fathers, the mothers, the children, etc. to be considered same like the prakriti. It is their prakriti, accept them as they are. That is sahanam. Without having a revenge. Chinta vilaparahitam. Don't brood over same thing again and again on this. Oh, he did this, he did that. He talked like this. He should not have done this. Like that. This is chinta. And crying over the same thing. Somebody who is passed away, maybe 20 years before, still brooding over and thinking that, oh, how nice he was, how good he was, and then crying over again. This is chinta. So, this dukkham, we have to accept as they are. Death is inevitable in this universe. We should understand it. When we understand it, there will be no dukkham. We don't understand it. We don't accept it. The mind doesn't accept it. And we brood over the thing again and again and cry. So this is this same as any unfavorable situations are also no different from this. So we have to learn to accept the circumstances, the people, the surroundings, and all those around us, same like how we accept the prakriti, how we accept the nature. Accept it. Otherwise, all the time, oh, it's very hot, like that. Okay, you switch on the fan. Or if you have got a AC, you switch on the AC. Or you don't switch on the fan if it is not working. Don't cry over it. That is titiksha. So we should have the quality of titiksha. And what is the property of the body? Just the opposite to it. Having no endurance, and each and at the, what do you call that, at the drop of a hat you get angry. We get angry at the drop of a, I get angry very fast. I mean, some people talk like that, as if it is their virtue. I have heard some ladies, they say that, oh, my husband, he gets angry very fast, with as if that is a big quality. So we should not have the quality of getting emotional like this very fast. That is, we should drop it. That is a property of the body. If we have to get rid of the quality of the body to get rid of the notion of I am not this body. So titiksha is a must. Then arjavam. If we have titiksha, arjavam becomes easier. Arjavam is straightforwardness. Stay or uprightness. Okay? It is not saying something and doing something else. There is no arjavam in it. Arjavam is honesty. Okay? Pure honesty. If we have titiksha, arjavam becomes easier. Be straightforward. Be honest. Be honest. Honest means doesn't mean honesty has got a very deeper meaning. Not that saying the truth is always honesty. Okay. So think about it. So honesty or straightforwardness, that is the arjavam. Arjavam is easier if we have titiksha. So what all things we covered so far? One is amanitvam. Okay. Then adambitvam. Then ahimsa, kshanti. Okay. Humility. We should be humble enough. We should not be too proud of our abilities. We should not be too proud of being whatever we are. Then we should have we should not hurt others. Okay. Intention to hurt should not be there. Then endurance, patience, kshama. Okay. That is called titiksha. Without having any revenge or grudge. Accept as they are. Titiksha. And then the fifth one is arjavam. Straightforwardness, uprightness, saying something, doing something. You can't trust such people. Then the sixth one is acharyopasanam. Acharyopasanam is having a contact with a sadguru, a guru who is brahmanishtha. Okay, who is brahmanishtha, who is a brahmajnani, having contact with the jnanis, so that when we move around with them, when we go with them, when we move around with them, when we see their lives, we will be able to serve them. How to serve them? Serving a guru is when they say something, we have to understand it clearly, clearing our doubts and living a life as prescribed by the Brahmajnani, as prescribed by the Sadguru, Guru. So that is what is Acharyopasanam. Acharyopasanam also means serving them. Serving them means in their, if they have got some physical disability, we can help them doing. But it is all for our spiritual growth. The Guru, what the Guru wants is, Guru is not interested in all this. Guru is interested in transferring the knowledge, and they are the most happy when people understand it clearly. Recently I had a talk from a Mahatma. At the end he says, I am very happy that you have all been understanding it and asking the questions, right questions. I am very happy. From your face, I am able to make out that you are able to get it what I am saying. This is the only thing I want. This is what a guru said. Recently I heard a talk. So that is what we are also supposed to do. We have to listen to Bhagavan Sri Krishna and so many other Mahatmas in this universe who have told the truth, and listen to them, assimilate that knowledge in our lives by dropping off by dropping off this manitvam, dambham, all that anger and vengeance, things like that. Okay, and have the qualities of amanitvam, adambitvam, ahimsa, kshanti, that endurance, and arjavam, then acharyopasanam. Listen to the scriptures and Guru Vakyam and follow that path. There are so many, there are so many gurus. In Kerala, if you say Sri Narayana Guru, Professor G. Balakrishnan Nair sir. In Tamil Nadu, there are so many. In Karnataka, everywhere there are jnanis who have told the truth in various ways. Right from Bhagavan Sri Krishna, Bhagavan Buddha, so many others, Sri Mular, Tirignana Sambandar in Tamil Nadu, Thiruvalluvar, Bharadiyar. You take it. There are so many. Adi Shankaracharya, I missed. So all of their talks, Ramana Maharshi, there are plenty. So we should listen to them and we should try to put into our practice, our life. Then Shaujam, Sthiryam, Atma Vinigraha, etc. we will cover in our next class. Okay, so we did 6 we covered. 7, 8, 9, there are 9 are there. Next 3 we will cover next class. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Hari Om Tatsat Brahmarpanamastu.